This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
The things you're allowed to be told repeatedly become your beliefs, and your beliefs are the OS, the operating system for your behavior. Who do you usually tell when you're seeing someone new? What has been that person's experiences in the romantic scene? If they have had repeated failures and disappointment, that's what their mindset yielded for them. And if you follow their advice, you'll end up exactly in the same place. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Show. And I'm reading from Dating Right. What was that about?
Yeah, it was about sometimes we respect people's age without checking their experience.
Yes.
Because they are older, their mom, their dad, they're just a grown-up person around you.
Yes.
You don't look past their own journey, and they many people cannot tell you what happened to them.
Yeah.
They just project, and they start giving you sweeping statements. You can't trust women. You can't trust men. Have some money. Hide your money. Hide your goals. Don't disclose what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Sweeping statements from their own warped worldview. And we're not saying people who have had bad experiences cannot have wisdom. We're just saying they have not reflected and made peace with it. Wounds can become wisdom after you heal. Before they heal, they're just a projection of bitterness. People have had rejections. People are still sitting on abuse. People are still in places where they're not loved. They're not treasured. And you have witnessed them being put down. Yes. they have to develop a philosophy that accommodates that. So they're telling you marriage is until death. Many people, when they say that, they mean marriage is here to kill you. Honestly, they're not saying you stay here until death. They're saying stay here until you are killed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This is the thing that will take away your life. So many people have a life that has no joy, no joy, no flow, no fun. That is their life, and you're trying to also look for marriage. This is a philosophy they put into you. But a person who has come full circle to unpack their past and look objectively at what they did wrong, that person will give you a very balanced perspective.
Balanced.
Yes.
I love that.
They're telling you what they got wrong, what they wish they knew better, and what they wish to transfer to you now. Their advice at this point will be this and that.
Yeah.
Neither will they be imposing, neither will they force it, neither will they be very, blackmailing and twisting and investing their reputation at how you turn out. You are my daughter, I've mentored you. You are my son, I've mentored you. Can't afford to do this. They transfer your life to their image.
Yeah.
And they don't give you objectivity.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody suggested one of these shows we should talk about how to heal from church trauma. The emotional damage we go through from our spiritual communities. And one of the pain there was when these people really become invested in your marriage so much that they can't advise you with objectivity. And you may have been so reliant on their guidance, even at the time you were marrying, that they influenced you to marry a certain person. Because this person comes from the right church, the right image, the right profile, the right this, and this way they wanted for their own interests. So one of the wounds there, we are still putting together that lesson because it's very emotional for most people.
It is, yeah.
We had started by warning people that we are talking about psychosocial aspects of our spiritual communities, not the doctrines and the spiritual side. That one is up to you and the people who are professionals in that. We are not professionals in that. But when it comes to the interactions and how they interfere with our life and how people have conflict of interests, many people you're respecting now just began talking recently. They were victims for many years.
Oh,
And now, because we are here, younger people,
Yeah.
they're acting like experts, and they have not even healed what had victimized them all their life.
Yeah.
And they're transferring to you, like some of the blanket advice, they tell you, don't worry about money or anything, any career, just get married, the food will come. Every child is born with their own plate.
Yeah.
They tell you, yes, get children in, yeah, do this. They're transferring to you one-sided. There may be advantage in what they're saying, but they don't show you what is the full scope.
That's a thing. And how do you know? How shall we know when someone is speaking the truth and when someone is not speaking the truth? Because I've shuddered at how people can, even on social media, just open a channel. You have no background whatsoever. You are lying, but people are flocking to your scene and lauding what you're saying.
Charisma. So that you have all this charisma and you can really hype people.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of people just go posting there saying tomorrow you'll get money.
If you believe it, type amen. And people like that typing. If you believe it, share this post. People like that sharing to all the WhatsApp.
You can see this is just selfish interest.
Yeah.
You can see this is not sincere from anywhere. But do people want to go to look beyond? The advice here is, even as you get for advice, always remember, some people don't grow old and wiser, they just grow old. They don't learn. They don't learn. They don't reflect.
Yeah.
They recycle experiences. And if you follow their advice, they'll put you in the same
cycle.
Yes.
Okay.
Of misjudging character. This is a difficult assignment that even when you are young, don't just pick any older person. Even as they advise you, check behind them. What is behind them?
Yeah.
People can only direct you where they've gone themselves. A person who has had bad experiences, but they have faced their life, and now they are thinking differently, can give you good advice.
Right.
And when people begin to tell you nobody is perfect, we're not talking about perfection. We're talking about knowledge, to be able to minimize, pain, bad decisions. Life does not have a make do. You don't always get a second chance. Sometimes a second chance finds you with injuries.
Yeah.
You want to avoid those injuries.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Benjamin. All that and more from this book, Dating Right. And we've got so many more books. There's Dreams Before Dating. There is How to Recognize and Deal with Toxic Relationships. And there is Healing Your Inner Self. This is a bestseller. You can pair this book with any of these 3 books. It's an amazing read. Each book goes for 1,000 bob. That's about $8. You can find more information about how to get it on www.benjaminzulu.co.ke. Is that right?
Yep.
And also there's a Benjamin Zulu app where you'll be able, after you purchase the book, you can purchase a soft copy, and once you download the app, you'll be able to access the book. That said, I'm hoping and looking forward to see you at the November 11th Grow Your Love and Your Money conference. It's going to be at the Oteli Hotel. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to go and network, meet people of your kind. Social networking and even professional networking is going to be there. So I hope to see you there. Do you want to say something about it?
Yes, it's the one place those of us who hate poverty.
Yes.
Are converging.
Yes.
Those of us who hate cyclic frustrations in relationships. So a lot of people have quite moved forward in their career, quite done something. They're not there, but this one is on track. They have made milestones.
Yes.
Completed this one, got licensed as a practitioner here, and started the job here. There's a momentum there.
Yes.
But when it comes to love life, there's madness there. And you can't reconcile, why am I succeeding here and I'm not succeeding here?
There.
There's so much lack of knowledge. And I was asking one guy, bro, you're building so consistently in your professional life and blundering so consistently in your love life.
Yeah.
Because he's an empath and he's not aware.
Oh, no.
He is so sensitive to people's situations that it moves on to sympathy and emotional connection. When a lady is all this in a situation, he goes all the way and she falls in love, and he cannot tell that this is sympathy motivated, that you yourself, you're too sensitive, you were abandoned, and you hate for anybody to feel about. Even has a kitty, has set up a fund.
No way.
For needy people.
A personal kitty.
Yes. We imagine.
Do you have his number? No, I'm not needy, but that's a nice person.
No. Toxic empathy.
Oh my God. He has a personal kitty for needy people.
Yes, and he better borrows to make sure he has something.
He's a personal foundation.
Because he cannot imagine people have no food. And people are full of those stories.
Yeah.
Myself and my children, we are stuck today.
Yes.
Hospital tomorrow. My grandmother broke her leg. So you hear stories. So he was wondering, this particular case has been very consistent with, and now she has fallen in love. She's out.
Of course.
And that was where he's giving aid. Even in his relationships, they're very parasitic.
Oh man.
But he's unconscious to the fact that he himself is projecting fear of abandonment to these people. And while he has really made strands and he is trying to build himself, he's unconscious that there's a place to balance out to make sure your love life is flourishing by transferring the principles that you live by to your requirements for a partner and making sure your money life is not languishing by ensuring the one you're marrying has capacity for building with and they intend on it. We have few people really strike that balance. And want to give you the two tools you need.
Right.
In that conference, we'll be discussing if you're this person who's focused like that brother of mine, and many people I keep meeting, you realize they're just unconsciously unbalanced. They don't know it. But they're imbalanced. And just frustration mounting, then you start doing other desperate things by getting a child in the meantime. A child is not for the meantime, it's for the final. When you start getting children, forget marriage. You're not getting is wait for the man. No man is coming.
Oh.
Yes, some people, if the man is not, just bring a child, and our mothers bewitch us with very satanic advice. If you're not getting a man, just bring a child. I'll raise for you, so that as you're out there, you're also a woman, you're also a guy.
Yeah.
What void are you creating for that child? You should not one day sit and decide to create a fatherless situation for a child. It's cruel. It's unfair.
Yes.
Psychologically, we are not meant to be raised by one child, by one parent. We are being raised by one parent out of situations, and that situation should not be a decision. Should be an emergency that found you.
Yes.
Should be somebody else who jumped ship on you. Should death that happened, the death of the love, the death of the marriage. You shouldn't sit one day and decide. One reason these children are very angry, because you decided to bring them into this situation. One lady said the 16-year-old boy slapped him. Okay, I don't encourage boys slapping their mothers. just a warning.
Yeah.
As you sit with your mother and bewitch each other into thinking getting a child is just to satisfy your feminine cravings, the human being will arrive there will also reason. They will ask questions. Just because you had money. Now you had money to pay fees. Now you pay the fees. And you give them the extra pocket money so they can think you're filling in the gap. And they use it to buy shisha. They use it to buy drugs, to fill the gap of the emotional wound and void that they are a secret. Don't ask me about your dad. He's over there, he has a family. He had a family before I got you with him. How did you decide to bring him into that situation? What were you thinking? So what are you telling me about morality and all this and all that? Even you, look at the decision you made. You should not decide consciously to bring a child to avoid. Adopt a child. If it's a child, solve a problem instead of creating one. Go to a child who's crying for a mother.
I know.
And you're crying for a baby. Now there, you're at peace with God and men and everybody. Just adopt. If you really need a child.
Yes.
You know?
I agree.
Instead of bringing a child there and you asking them, don't ask me, they may not ask you, but they will disrespect you.
Whew. Let's jump to the topic. I'm seeing you're getting fired up. We've not even started, guys, so hold your seat. Hope to see you there November 11th. What I hear you saying is balance.
Exactly.
Just learning how to balance. But also I think the community that we're building is such a wonderful thing for us to be part of. That said, today Benjamin wants to tell us about why we should be careful what we despise. We should be careful what we throw away. What are you thinking about?
Yes. We're talking about how you predict how people are not suitable for you now, neither will they be in the future. Today we are telling you how to choose soundly and how to be tactical, even when you have to say no. And the rule number one is do not turn people down with the disrespect.
All right.
Do not turn people down with the disrespect. After you some people estimate themselves too high.
Where are you going with this?
It's good to have good self-esteem. We are encouraging people to believe in themselves. The motivational speaker said we should believe in ourselves.
Believe in yourself. Yes.
You know. But what is humility? Humility is to have an objective appraisal of your worth.
Right.
Please. An objective appraisal of your value.
Right.
So that because you're not asking for $1 million salary does not mean you have a low self-esteem. You just know you're not there yet.
Yes.
Because you're not asking to marry Michelangelo. It does not mean you don't believe in your beauty.
Yeah.
You're just aware of your limitations as at now. You are leaving the future open.
Yes.
Anything can happen in the future, and I'm trying. But as at now, I'm not asking for that kind of car. I'm not asking for the jet yet. I'm not asking to fly a chopper. And does not mean I don't believe in myself. To me, I believe in my journey.
Yeah.
And I know where I am now. In the milestones, there's a day I might get there.
I might. I just might.
But some people don't have that sense.
Uh-huh.
They will come to you when you have no meeting ground at all, and come with a lot of entitlement or just aggrandizement or delusional dreaming.
You've heard that thing people are saying, Delulu is the solulu. It means people are saying delusion is the solution.
Yeah, because people like fantasy and escapism.
Yes.
There's no solution in daydreaming. In delusion, just daydreaming.
Yes.
There's no substance there.
Yes.
We are saying sometimes people will approach you and you feel insulted by their proposal because you have no meeting ground. And you may be tempted to tell them off. Another common annoyance is when people won't hear and tell them to leave you alone.
Yes.
Some men were told if she says no, she means yes. Persist more.
Is that not true?
No, it's not. Mature women, when they mean no, they mean no. They say yes, they say yes. Anything beyond that comes from the devil.
But sometimes women are, and not just women, but but sometimes people are undecided.
You take a while to know who is this,
Uh-huh.
and while you're taking a while, you may say no, you may say not yet, you may say wait, you may say give me more time, because you don't know this person yet.
All right.
But the direct no, I see you and I hear you, but I'm not interested. That should be respected.
Yes.
In fact, a gentleman does not want to be rejected twice.
Yes.
He is not desperate. Neither does he want to persuade you that you should be getting married down. Sometimes women are saying no, or even men are saying no because they're not there yet. You crashed on them, like them, you think they are the one you need, the best for you, and they're not there yet. They're not in the market. They're not selling that car. Why are you crashing on their car? Stop giving offers. I'm not selling. You know? And I met who kept his car so spotless. He kept being asked whether he's selling. Even when he has not written any signature. Anyway, are you selling?
Allah.
It was just so clean.
Wow.
People just like that it was maintained. You see, the number plate is not new, but the car is very new, meaning the person with it is very organized.
Yes.
It had no scratch. The guy was just perfect, just meticulous.
Okay. And people thought he was selling.
Yes.
Oh, that leads us somewhere. Sometimes when you're single but in a space where you're not dating.
Meticulous, clean, put together.
Yeah.
People wondering, can I taste? Sorry, you know.
Yeah.
And then you say no, they keep pestering. So the pestering, people are disrespectful and you're supposed to take it as disrespect. You're supposed to take it as a crossing of your boundaries. You're supposed to escalate the conflict. In this world, you need to learn how to fight. Please, even when a goat is pushed to the wall, it will bite. Although goats normally don't bite. You should also learn how to bite. You should learn how to take out your claws.
All right.
And one way is to, if a person is in the same space, you share this community, this workspace, this, and they keep bringing that vibe at you. You get the respectable authority in that image, in that context, to sit them down, both of you. Why this person keep crossing my boundaries? Ask them what they want in my space. What are all these messages about? I responded, said, please, I'm not interested. Learn to escalate conflicts. Don't run. Where will you run to? Sometimes you deserve to be in that office. Why is somebody making you uncomfortable?
Yes.
You deserve to be working there. Why is somebody making you run?
Yes.
When I was a young man and we were doing these elections and one lady there crashed on me, I don't know what the fondness he had for younger men. Married woman with her life. She was the boss in that context.
She wanted a Ben.
Thank God it was a 1 month contract.
And you even called Ben.
Stop it. It was a 1 month and I managed to dodge and run. But what if it was the work I was supposed to be doing for a long time? And somebody's bombarding you, the message is calling you sweetness, giving you all these favors you did not even ask for, going overboard and giving you attention, for making you uncomfortable in front of people, giving you as an example, quoting you every time, all these. What do you do with that?
That was awkward.
You know?
Yeah.
And when you are young, it's a shocker. You're shocked. And when you don't have that kind of relationship with your daddy to share his experiences
Yeah.
and how he managed that part of the journey,
Yes.
you're very vulnerable.
Yes.
You're very vulnerable. And children need critically. This is one reason I'm telling single moms, stop bringing the boy into that life I've seen deliberately on your own decision away from the dad. It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's better you go collect the boy who had no parents. He was dropped somewhere. He will not blame you, say you even made my life better. Let me see who mentor I can use.
Yes.
But these kids today, you are seeing closing the hoodie and putting, many of them are just bitter. When I imagine that situation, if I knew the person put me here for their own gratification, that they are also fertile, I would be bitter with them. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Battles of this life are severe. Don't choose the battles for a person, eh?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Just being alive.
Yes.
You box a lot of.
That's true.
Don't bring a bad situation for me so that you can feel good. So, what if the person is making your workplace difficult? Making your life, neighborhood. They just appear from, they become a ghost, a monitoring spirit. You peer here, you find them. Peer here, they're stalking you. You see them online, commenting on everything. You commented on a random Indian group. They're there responding to your comment. You know?
Yeah.
You just saw Xavier. There was that joker called Xavier. Likes commenting funny twists. An Indian comedy. What if you are there just enjoying yourself and try to have and this person stalks you, keep reacting to what you comment? There's a time to put boundaries, and even when you're putting boundaries, I'm bringing that point to tell you there's no time for disrespect. You need firmness, not disrespect.
Yes.
Don't use insults. Don't pronounce curses.
Curse you. You'll never make it in life.
Don't go that far.
Okay.
Because some of these people are behaving that way because of immaturity. And many of them are just insecure. The problem with obsession is obsessed people don't know you. They're projecting their image on you. They have an image of this perfect lover and they're imposing that on you.
Yeah.
They don't allow you to be human, to be flexible, to have a downside, dark side, growing, weaknesses, struggles. No, don't marry obsessed people. They will never allow you to be yourself. You must maintain that image. That's actually the problem with narcissists. They create an image of you that is their caricature, that adores them, never questions them. The moment you question them, they feel offended because why are you living from what I knew? That's not what I do. Want anybody to question me? You're a caricature to just cheer me. They even get offended. They can kick you. They cannot blow up.
Yeah.
They blow up.
Yeah, they do.
You are not supposed to be a human to question them.
Yes.
You're supposed to be a perfect caricature to just cheer them.
Oh my goodness. But that, and when they start by bombarding you with love and praises
because
and affection,
they have put you there as that.
so it means that they will soon get disappointed when
Yes.
they realize that you're not the goddess.
Yes. They get very disappointed with your weaknesses. It's a disorder of projection. The first rule to be careful who you write off, what you reject, is to know that you don't know people's tomorrow, and even when you can't go anywhere with them, you shall put them down with honor.
With honor.
Yes. Learn to honor people because you're honorable, not because they are.
Oh, that's powerful.
Learn to honor people because you're honorable yourself. Learn to handle people with dignity because you're a person of dignity.
Yeah.
Don't get into road rage where you're behaving dishonorably. You're not that person.
Yeah.
Avoid rage, any rage.
Any kind of rage.
Avoid losing control, getting worked up. Don't say what women say. When I fear my mouth, when I open my mouth, I also fear what I might say. Really? Control yourself.
Control yourself, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the moment you are yapping and you're doing things, you might have to chew them later, take them back later, apologize, be humiliated, be embarrassed, explain things you can't even pronounce. That's one sign of feminine narcissism and toxicity.
Yapping.
Talking things that it's like they're in a daze, they just lose it. And then apology, I also don't know why I said that. You felt every word. And the one who said them says,
I don't know why I said it. I was not myself. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what came over me.
You know, and that time he was asking what kind of man I'm wondering, what am I with another woman here? What kind of, if I see men, can I not see a man and the corner? What do you think you are a man? What kind of man do you think you are when you rank your child? Then you're coming to tell me you don't know? You know, you may label it as a demon, but I didn't want to marry a demon.
Yes.
You can go look for exorcists.
Go look for it. Go get married to an exorcist. Yeah.
So that is the first rule. Some people genuinely you can't fit anywhere. You don't belong together, but they are deluded about their worth. They think they are in your class, and they are not.
Yeah.
Particularly young men in their 20s are very delusional that way. They'll see you and decide you are the one and start writing new poems day and night.
Oh my goodness. And they'll research and know all about you, isn't it?
Yes, they draw factual.
Sometimes it's flattering.
Yes, if you're hungry for attention.
Yes.
The second rule really is to learn to discern potential and decipher fake images. To discern potential is to project a person who has a future. As much as we want you not to marry potential only, but to make sure there's a commitment to work on it. Don't just see what people can become, then you marry that, hoping you make them that. Without their own investment, it won't happen. But you cannot marry a person before trying to see what they're saying and imagining it. Otherwise, you marry people who have no dreams and you start blaming them for having no dreams and they never had any. You just imagine because you have any yourself. Some people just wanted comfort. They don't want to conquer anything. They don't have a conquest to do. They just want comfort. And particularly those who come from luck, they just get away from luck.
Yeah.
And that's all. They are risk averse. They don't want to risk anything. These steps you keep making, some backfire. If you marry a person who's not progressive, when it backfires now, they will call you with it forever. You have others that succeeded, but they're waiting for one to pay to prove that you should keep it safe like them. Then they will live by keeping it safe.
Yes.
Playing it safe.
Yes.
Save slowly, build the house. You know you can make 1-2 steps, risk of financing here, get it there, then break it off with the other, and
yeah. And you get a big block of apartments.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in one of those steps, you know there's a possibility of a backfire, miscalculation, isn't it? Yes. So they're waiting for that so that they can prove to the world that you are really restless, reckless, careless. Look now, we're in losses, we're in trouble.
Oh no.
You did not confirm whether they were really going anywhere. And remember, people can talk things from the mouth, but can you sense conviction? Energy does not lie. I want you to learn to decipher potential so that you don't write people off because they don't have anything now. And remember, particularly when you're a woman, most men will be older than you. They've been in the market 5 years ahead of you.
Yeah.
Because they have a car now does not mean they're ahead of you. Because of a house now does not mean they're ahead of you.
Yes.
Stop mistaking that. You need to sense people's energy. That's what does not lie. That's what conversation you can tell. That does not lie. Learn to decipher that. And lastly, never compare people with each other. Rather, compare them with your own standards.
Yes.
You may tell a person, I've met better people than you. Don't say that. And don't accept a person because for once there's a person calling you consistently. For once there's a person keeping their word. For once there's a person treasures. For once they don't borrow. For once. And then compare to the other disappointments you have dated. This one is an improvement.
Yes.
So you marry the improvement.
Oh man, that can be a disaster.
Yes. Because you don't have an internal standard. You compare these people against each other.
Yeah.
When you go to a village and comparing the houses, there'll be one that is best of all those.
And here's the thing, narcissistic people with their love bombarding styles will always surpass
Everybody
else.
yes.
Yeah.
Because they're perfect for you. They're mirroring what you want.
Yes.
So when you compare people with each other, one, it will be insulting to them. When you tell them that you have seen better men or you compare them with this, they feel compared, they feel contrasted.
Mm-hmm.
When you compare, it works against you because you do not have an internal gauge of what works for you as a person. When you have an internal gauge, all of them can be disqualified. All of them.
Yes.
Even the best among them still doesn't measure up.
Yes.
Internal standard is a lifesaver.
Yes.
It is a lifesaver. But when can we develop it? When we start in dating on and off. From the time I was 16, now we are 28, on and off.
No. No.
From first year, you can never develop an internal standard when you're busy indulging. And really, let's get this correct. When you decide to do things wrong, there is no doctor who can fix them for you. Only you.
Yes.
People are coming at the tail of 10 years of sleeping here, getting mixed up there. Then that, how come it doesn't work for me? You were supposed to work it. Did you expect it to work by itself? There's a cost to be paid. There's a price to be paid. You can remove your clothes and go on a free flow in the swimming pool deep end. Enjoy. But what you are sowing is what you reap. You reap. You sow confusion, you reap confusion. And we are saying when you begin to choose people and decide and communicate that sorry it can't work, don't tell them I have somebody better.
Oh. Hey.
Don't use that language. Don't use comparison in your head. It's better to tell a person, I'm sorry, this is not exactly what I'm looking for. That's more legit.
Yeah.
You don't even need to give details. What is it about me? Sorry, I would rather not go into details. Don't go into details because they're antagonistic and they're going to just gaslight you.
Yes.
You know what you want and you're saying, you can also use the ambiguous language of I can't feel it.
I can't see you in that light.
If you want that stopper, you can use that. But it has a lot of courtesy that I don't hate you as a person.
Yeah.
You can also add some motivational quote there. I am confident that you will find your perfect match.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. So many gems were in that show. What stood out for me is that even if you are not feeling someone, you can still leave them with honor. Let them down with honor because you're honorable.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode and on November 11th, 2023 for the Grow Your Love and Money Conference at the Utali Hotel.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Months. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life,